will rebuild worlds. We will rebuild worlds from shattered glass and remnants of holocausts, once impaled for our faith and trained to speak in voiceless whispers. We'll implore you to produce the list from hallowed memories of our people disgraced as outcasts, degraded as untouchable at 64 feet, denied a life and livelihood and done to death. In so many ways it would take an encyclopedia to describe, and Steven Spielberg or some such guy to produce the special effects for a blockbuster version. Not just the stories of how you charred to death 44 of our men and women and children because they asked for handfuls of rice, electrocuted children into instant death because they played in your well, and other ghastly carnages, but the crimes of passion. Our passion, your crimes, poured poison and pesticide through the ears, nose, mouth, or hang them in public because a man and a woman dared to love. And you wanted to teach other boys and other girls the lessons of how to, whom to, when to, where to continue their caste lines. And we'll refresh your mind with other histories of how you brutally murdered and massacred our peoples with a smiling promise of heaven in the next birth, and in this, a peace that never belonged. We'll wipe away the sham of your smiles that appear and disappear like commercials on primetime TV, smiles that flash across Botox faces, smiles that crease plugged eyebrows, smiles that are pasted and plastered to your lips, smiles that sell yourself, smiles that seek to sell us into soulless worlds. We'll cinch the many skins you wear to the world, the skins you change at work, the skins called caste, the skins called race, the skins you meant once a week, the skin you bought at a sale, the skin you thought was yours, the filthy, rich, stinking skin you thought you could retain at bed. Shorn of style and an hypocrisy named sophistication, there would be nothing for you to do but gape at our combat gears. We will learn how to fight with the substantial spontaneity with which we first learned how to love. So now, upon a future time, there will be a revolution. It will begin in our red-hot dreams that surge, that scorch, that scald, that sizzle like lava but never settle down, never pungently solidify. It will begin when the song in the sway of our hips will lead us to dance and sing and stand up straight, put up a pretty fight, redeem and reclaim the essence of our earth. It'll begin as our naked bodies held close together, like hands in prayer, against each other like hands in prayer, set to defy the dares, the diktats, the years, the terms, the threats that set us apart. It'll begin as we give names to our children and give names to our inward anger and aches, and name ourselves with words of fury like forest fires, with the words of wrath like stealthy wildcat eyes that scare the cowards in power away. It'll begin the way thunder rises in our throats, and we'll brandish our slogans with a stormy stress and succeed to chronicle, to convey the last stories of our lost and scattered lives. It'll begin when the oppressors will wince every time they hear our voices, and their sparkly silence will never be taken for a sacrament. It'll begin when never resting we will scream until our breathless words breathe life to the bleeding dead. Under the black magic of our momentary silences, you will hear two questions. India, what is the caste of sperm? India, what is the cost of life? And the rest of our words will rush in this silenced earth like the rage of a river in first flood. It will begin that day when we will pay all that it takes for the dangerous price of love.